This is a $1,000 sub, and this is a $30 sub. Was a $30 sub. And today, we're gonna find out if this sub is worth $1,000. Guys, this is the DC Audio Level 5 M4. Now there's also a M5, which just basically has a little cooler basket on it, but mostly seems to be a pretty similar sub. Regardless, guys, this is the most expensive sub I've ever bought on the channel. This was over $1,050, which is absolutely ridiculous to spend on a sub, guys, but hey, we're gonna get into it, see if it is worth it. Now, I did order this from Down for Sound, so that means we got some free goodies, and hey, if you're gonna drop $1,000, you wanna get whatever free goodies you can get, so let's see what we got. We got a white Down for Sound decal, yellow lanyard, voltmeter. You can get these in all kinds of colors. We got some more Down for Sound marketing stuff. And most exciting, guys, we got a t-shirt. And y'all, it is purple. That is my favorite color, so super, super awesome. These shirts are awesome. I've got a bunch of them from ordering stuff through Down for Sound. Love wearing them. They're really comfy, and it's just cool to get a free t-shirt when you're dropping some big bucks on your system. Now, real quick, there is one issue with this guy that I gotta bring up really, really quickly for y'all, just to let you know. Now, when you're ordering a really expensive, nice sub, this is what the box should look like. Okay, we've got handles. We have 1, 2, 3 boxes protecting this thing. And we even have a wooden plate here that the sub I got was screwed to. Of course, this was the Def Bonds Apocalypse sub that I got a while ago. That sub's about $500, but y'all, this is by far the best packaging I have ever seen. Absolutely incredible. Any sub that's like $500 in my opinion or higher should have this, especially a $1,000 sub. So you're gonna say, well, this sub being $1,000, I bet it was packaged pretty nicely. Let's find out. This is what it came in, guys. Let's take a look up at it. First off, it was damaged as could be. It's only packaged in one single box, which blows my mind, guys. It did have some good protective material around the sub, so the sub was not damaged. And they did have a piece of plywood on the top and the bottom, which kind of, sort of helped, but obviously not enough, guys. This is pretty pitiful in my opinion. Now, guys, this is not a Down for Sound issue. I bought both this sub and the Def Bonds that I showed the other box from, both from Down for Sound, so they're not the ones like packaging these. Of course, that is a DC Audio thing. Y'all, that is crazy. Come on, DC. If you're going to be shipping out subs this nice and expensive, it would be nice to be in a half-decent box. Like, I get it doesn't have to have the handles, even though they are super, super nice, but at least, like, triple the box up. American Base does that with all their stuff that's like $200 and up. Why wouldn't y'all? Okay, let's get a good look at this guy. This sub just looks absolutely insane, guys. This surround on this fella is huge. Look at that thing. Absolutely insane. Big old dust cap. Moving along to here. Y'all, that is a 3.5-inch coil. Absolute monster. And y'all, there is so much glue on this thing everywhere. They are not messing around with this sub. This is pretty wild. Back here, we have the most massive holes for venting I've ever seen. You can see the coil in there. That hole is so big. Now, there is a little bit of rust in there, which is pretty common, guys. A lot of subs do that when you have just the bare metal. Just something to note there. We then have these massive, massive sky-high car audio cables. This is 8 gauge, and y'all, this is beautiful wire. Sky-high car audio makes some of my favorite wire. These direct leads are absolutely insane. Now we have 2 strands of tinsel leads per coil over there, which is nice, but not the biggest strands I've ever seen. If you look over here at the Sundowns, this is the Sundown ZV6, you'll see it's got much, much bigger strands. And this was the bigger, and it's got 4 strands per coil right there. whereas this just has 2. Not a big deal. I'm sure this will do fine, but hey, just kind of another interesting thing. Let's check out the specs on this guy. Now I have the 1 ohm version. They have a bunch of different ohms. You can get this in a 2 ohm, a 1 ohm, a 1.4 ohm, or a 0.7 ohm. So that's pretty cool. So 6,000 peak, 3,000 watts RMS. We have a craft pulp fiber reinforced cone. So this fella, stiff as can be. They call it a wide, long throw foam surround. This thing has a 10-inch spider. Guys, that is a huge, huge spider. You can tell it's a big fella, which you need when you have a 3.5-inch coil. Since the coil is bigger, means you have less room for a spider, which hurts your X-Max. So extending the basket out to account for a bigger spider, definitely not a bad thing. This is a 3.5-inch, 8-layer high-temp aluminum black anodized coil, and this guy should have a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. Real quick, guys, if you want to grab this sub, there will be an affiliate link in the description below to Down for Sound. You can go grab this thing, pick it up, or get something else from their website. They do have cool stuff, and you get a free t-shirt, so why not? Also, nobody's paying me to do this. I did pay for this sub, guys. Let me tell you what, that hurt the old bank account, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do for the old YouTube videos. Okay, y'all, enough of me blabbing. Y'all want to see this thing put in some work, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's throw it in the box. Now, here's a sub that has been my daily sub for the past few weeks, and I will say this thing is absolutely incredible, and this thing is a absolute monster, guys. Now, this guy's about 500 bucks. Now, obviously, this guy is bigger, definitely a bigger motor, but hey, is it worth almost double the price? I don't know. Both have 3.5-inch voice coils. Both are 3,000 watts RMS. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. All right, to get this thing started out, let's put 20 hertz through her, do a little free air action, see what we get. I will say, guys, did y'all see that throw? This thing definitely has some impressive X-Max. Phew, that thing was moving. give it to it, guys. This definitely is one of the most insane single 12s I have had in here. This thing is definitely shaking the car pretty much more than any other sub. Maybe close to the Sundown like the ZV6. But I'm sure y'all see it, guys. This thing is moving. Let me know what y'all think. All right, normally it's hard to catch this Mira shaking on camera with a sub just because this cabin is so big and this Mira is pretty stout. So it's, again, don't see it shaking a lot in most of the videos, but guys, we are doing it to it here. Well, guys, let's do the musical RMS test. See how close we can get this thing to 3,000 watts for a full song. I'm sure I'm gonna get through it, but hey, let's see how she does. Okay, so I did the musical RMS test. Pushed it really pretty hard throughout the whole thing. Now my camera ended up messing up at the end, so I didn't get the full thing on video. I'll show a little clip, but that's okay. Instead of doing it again, I think at the end of this video, assuming the sub makes it to it, we're gonna do a just straight test tone RMS test on this thing. Y'all know how deadly that can be to a sub, guys. So especially at like 3,000 watts, so stay tuned for that. All right, it's been several days, y'all. I have been really pushing this thing to make sure it breaks in good. So we're gonna do the dB test now, see how loud we can get it, see if $1,000 equals more dBs. Let's find out. Okay, let's put a little test tone through this, see how loud we can get it. Okay, a little 137 there, and it peaked at 42 hertz. 141 says 38 hertz. Okay, let's start out with 40 hertz. 139.8. 2,200 watts. Ah, there we go though. 143. 3,500 watts as a 143.6. Okay, let's try 35, see what that does. 4,200 watts. I lost a little bit though, only a 142.4. Okay, let's try 3,800 watts. Almost 3,800 watts there. There we go, we got a 144. Okay, let's try 42 hertz. Almost 4,300 watts, but that didn't help. 141.8. Well, let's try rolling into 40, see if that can help. 143.8. Okay, just for the heck of it, let's try like 50 hertz, see what that does. Oh, that was 7,000 watts, but it did not get that loud. Does not like that tuning. That is a 138.3. Okay, so going up, definitely not helping. So let's try going down to 38 hertz and try rolling into it, see what that does. 3,300 watts, and we got a 143.3. Well, guys, 40 hertz seems to be the best. Let's bump it up again. Just do another, just a 40 hertz burst through it, but really turn it up. See what this fella does. There we go. That bumped it up a little bit. 144.2. All right, guys, we're really not an insane score given the price of this guy. Y'all, I don't know if we're ever going to beat the Sundown X V2. That one had, I believe, it was a 145.6. And so this was under a dB below that, guys. All right, as I promised, we're going to do the ultimate test on this guy. We're going to do the test tone dB test. Going to put it through a 40 hertz test tone for a little while and see how it does. Just going through that, guys. Y'all, this is just raw power pumping through it. Let's see what it does. All right, got this at the 40 hertz. Got this here so we can adjust it, keep it right at 3,000 watts. We got our timer. had it going there for a minute. It did start to stink though, guys, and it was moving. Oh, let's go check this out. Shoot, you can smell it in here. That is for sure. Guys, for 3,000 watts, that thing was absolutely moving. Okay, let's do it again, this time at 45 hertz. I think we were unloading a little bit on 40 hertz. We damaged something, guys. Oh no, look at that. Shoo! Guys, the $1,000 sub could not hang. Man, that's gonna stink for forever in the car. Look at that, guys. That coil just could not hang. And it is a goner. What a shame. Oh well, guess we got another paperweight. Now I just want to mention, guys, this is the Def Bonds Apocalypse. This is the 3012R. Now I put this through the exact same pace. I believe this guy is rated at 2,800 watts. I did the exact same test, except for it was an actual free air test, so it was outside of the box, which is supposed to be even more tough on a sub, but I did this test at RMS power at 40 hertz for 5 minutes non-stop. And y'all, it is still here today, working, just doing great. Also, same, I did not do it with this Sundown, but I did do it with the Sundown X V3. I think it's 2,000 watts. Don't remember exactly, but I did the exact same test and it made it through no problem whatsoever, guys. So, again, both those subs, half the price of this guy. But yeah, this guy just couldn't hang at 3,000 watts. Y'all, that is a huge bummer. I was hoping I was going to at least get like 2 videos out of this thing, seeing as how it was such an expensive sub. And then after that, maybe I could sell it for like half price or something. But oh well, guess we can't do that now, guys. This sub is down. Well, guys, that's that. Kind of crazy. Not really expecting that to happen. I was really hoping it'd make it like 2 minutes or so, and then I was going to quit it. But hey, what you gonna do? Just so everybody knows, I did pay for this sub. Now, Down for Sound was really nice to give me a discount since I was making a video promoting something on their website. So I did get it for a little bit of a discount, but still, after tax and everything, guys, I paid $1,062.86. And yeah, guys, it just did not hold up. Well, guys, the pros of this sub, it's a beautiful sub. It's a big old powerful sub, and most people not doing a test quite like this on it. It really did fine. It was very enjoyable. Loved having it in the car, guys. It sounded awesome. That being said, to be honest, I've got just as much joy out of this American bass as I got out of this guy. And the only difference is the American bass was half the price of this guy. And that being said, there's so many subs like this other American bass over here, the American Bass HD. This thing is like 300 bucks, guys. Might be a little bit more now. It might be like 350, but they used to be pretty cheap. But there are so many other subs. Y'all, this Def Bonds, absolutely incredible sub. 500 something bucks. This Avatar, 3,000 watts RMS. Also about 500 bucks. The Sundown X, I think now they're like 620 bucks, but still a whole lot cheaper than this guy. Well, guys, my overall opinion is that for 1,000 bucks, obviously, I'm gonna have to say not really worth it. Maybe it is for a specific person that really needs this exact sub for whatever reason, but didn't get a crazy score, got a really good score, but nothing that I hadn't gotten from plenty of other subs. Didn't even break 145, so again, not a crazy score. And hey, it did fine, has awesome excursion, it sounded good, musically was awesome, guys, but definitely did not withstand to its rated power like I would have liked to have seen it, especially for a sub of this price. Now, that being said, your average person is not going to put this thing on a test tone, but regardless, guys, when there are other subs that can withstand their test tone rated power, especially when it's like this Def Bonch that's really, really close to this guy. It really outperformed this guy at half the price as far as that goes. I just can't personally say that this is what I would recommend. Well, guys, since this fella did not make it through, I guess that means we can have a little bit of fun with it.